La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center is the place to go if you're looking to rejuvenate your appearance, tighten and shape your body, and just do something special for yourself. You deserve to look your very best.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center offers over 90 procedures and treatments for a natural, youthful appearance. They are absolutely the best in the business. Try out their treatment planner at glamfam.com. It's so easy and amazing to use.
We can't say enough great things about their board-certified plastic surgeons, and guess what? They offer flexible payment plans so you can start your journey to a better you right now.
Free consultations, too. The very best in the business is in our own backyard. How lucky are we?
Make sure you tell them that Laura Cain After Dark sent you. We love everything about La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center. Go to glamfam.com. Thank you, La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center, for being our sponsor. We love you, and we are Laura Cain After Dark. We have producer Bryan behind the scenes.
Howdy.
And we, again, I think we should announce, since we are now into November, well into November, it's going to be another, and I'm saying it wrong, but this is the way to say it, Temu Christmas.
Oh, yes, it is.
Already, I have 4 things in the cart. I haven't quite ordered them yet. But boy, oh boy.
Once she gets that next paycheck, they're coming.
You're going down, dude.
I can already say this.
What?
I have already knocked myself into first place.
We did this last year, where the contest is who can for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bummed I didn't win, but you won because of those damn chicken leg socks that I had to wear to Vaughn's. That was the most awkward thing ever.
Making men feel awkward.
Like I do, like I always do, but even more so with the chicken socks. But in the toilet paper roll
and
necklace,
your sperm earrings.
My sperm earrings, and then, but
I feel very bad for you, Grasshopper.
Also going on this month or early next month, we're doing it, you guys, and don't balk. We are doing the stand-up comedy routine contest.
The hell you say?
You already said you have it written out. So what are you complaining about? And nobody's going to vote against you anyway. You're beloved.
I am the darling of the podcast, yes.
Bryan, you're funny in a dry way, and I think it's going to work for you. And I'm just hoping that I come up with something funny. And the loser, what my vision is, the loser has to go to a open mic night somewhere in the neighborhood and just show up and do the set.
Did I ever tell you?
I'm being honest. I would not do that.
This is show business.
It is.
I'm not in show business.
Yes, you are, my friend. Whether
He's
you
behind
like
the
it or
scenes.
not. No,
This is a podcast.
This is considered entertainment. Entertainment is considered showbiz.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
You're doing it.
No.
If you lose.
Did I ever tell you what happened to me when I was a baby? My mom told me this story.
What? Is this a joke?
No, when I was born.
Is this going to be a long, boring story?
No, it's not. It's very quick. My mom had me and the doctor took one look at me and one look at the afterbirth and screamed, "Twins!"
See, okay.
No.
You know what?
Not funny.
You better agree to do an open mic night.
No way.
Yes, you have
No.
to. This is the deal.
No, it's not the
There
deal.
doesn't have to be a consequence. There can just be...
You can just be a winner.
What? No.
And then the loser will have to just eat it.
Who is the leader of the show?
Brian.
Listen.
We voted.
We are doing this. I am setting rules.
Okay, sure.
Rules are made to be broken.
Come on, you guys are chicken.
I'm not going to break the rules. I won't follow them.
I'm
You
not
guys are
following.
chicken
You know
shit.
how I feel about authority.
I know you. I know. Okay, so cue the Rando news music, please, because I have several stories that you will be very interested in, including this one.
Have you noticed I haven't coughed at all?
No, you coughed like 3 times the last episode,
Yeah.
but it's becoming less.
Yeah.
So your medication for
It's
your
working.
what is it called?
Acid reflux
Acid reflux is working.
His anti-aging serum.
for my.
So for Halloween, the Ring Cam company, Ring Cam, had a contest for $100,000. They were going to give to somebody who had legitimate footage on their Ring Cam of a ghost. Now, I will not buy a Ring Cam. I should in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely should, but I like being ignorantly in bliss up in my room, not knowing what is outside of my door.
You live in a sketch neighborhood too.
I do.
Well, sketch town actually.
For sure. And I don't want to know who's flicking their knife out front of my house or has a machete or is wearing a bandana or is like taking a dump. I don't want to know that.
Laura, if you had a Ring camera, I would drive all the way over here and take a dump on your doorstep every day.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to see what's on that thing. And to see like live, like a ghost on your Ring Cam would be like crazy. But
I would literally terrorize you every day.
They did a similar contest where they were offering $100,000 for somebody that had legitimate footage of a UFO or an alien of some sort, and they never got anybody.
Shocking.
I know, but
shocker.
you know what? I think it's a great thing. It's a great contest because a lot of weird things are caught on those damn cameras. All right, the word of the year for 2024. What do you think it is? Any guesses? You're never going to guess what it is, ever, but throw some out. It's the Collins Dictionary that it has announced this. No.
Is it like most used word or just their favorite?
This is the word that they said is a sensation. Like it is the most used word. It became a big no. I'll read you some of the other ones and then I'll tell you the number one.
Wait,
okay. This is the word of the year. The word of the year for 2024.
Okay.
Let me think.
I'll
Throw
give you-
some out.
Bussin', Riz, Slay. No, these are all a couple years back.
No.
What's 2024?
Okay, brain rot.
Oh, Brat. Is it Brat?
Did you see my paper?
No. Brat Summer. Even Kamala Harris used it.
Well, you are right.
Mm-hmm.
The word of the year is brat.
Brat?
Brat.
It doesn't mean like a brat. It means like hot girl.
Yes.
Oh.
This was inspired by Charlie XCX or
Oh, I like
XCX,
her.
yes. Her album Brat, which came out in June, and it led to Brat Summer phenomenon with several Brat memes. And Charlie describes Brat as a girl who's a little messy, who likes to party and maybe says some dumb things sometimes. She feels herself, but then also maybe has a breakdown, but kind of like parties through it, is very honest, is very blunt, and is a little bit volatile.
Someone who's just a mess.
God, that sounds like you. Can I just call you a brat?
Yeah, okay, fine. Brain rot is another one that made the list.
Yep.
Era,
Yeah.
probably because of the Eras tour.
I think kind of. It's also just someone's like if you are going through something or you're into something, you're in your X era. So if if you're really into let's say you start collecting crosses like you do, you're like,
Yes.
I'm in my cross era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Evan brought up a term. Her and her friend were on FaceTime with me, and they said this term, and I was like, "What did you just say?" He goes, "This is a thing now," and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" When she walked into the room, she ate it up. She was eating that, like
Oh.
that's like she was slaying it,
Yeah.
So eating it or ate.
Eating it.
You ate it last night. Wow, Eric, in that outfit, you were eating it. It's weird.
Speaking of eating it,
What?
do I have a story for you?
All right. After my rando news, don't
Yeah.
forget, you have that and the squirrel story, which I don't know if I want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Looks maxing, which is
I like that one.
attempting to maximize the attractiveness of one's physical appearance.
Well, maxing can be applied to a lot of things too.
Looks maxing.
There's pheromone maxing. That's applied to like the guys that don't leave their basement. They, their mom's basement. They just play video games.
Oh,
So
yuck!
they never shower.
Oh.
And like the joke excuse is, they're cultivating their pheromones or something.
Ew.
Yeah.
Raw dogging.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
do
the
that
act
every Monday.
of undertaking an activity without preparation, support, or equipment. You raw dog this podcast.
I do.
Well, sometimes it also means with. Sometimes it's also used in the context of with no ulterior distraction. So there was a trend going around of people getting on long flights and just staring at the flight tracker on the screen for like 6 straight hours, like not doing anything, no entertainment, and they called it raw dogging a flight.
Oh yeah.
God, that seems just horrific and boring.
Now it's just a catch-all term for anything that's like
raw dogging pills or raw dogging your vitamins without taking water with it.
You wouldn't say raw dogging pills, but you could be like, oh, I'm going to raw dog this.
I'm going to raw dog these vitamins.
Yeah.
Anyway, anti-tourism, opposition to an action against large-scale tourism. There's a documentary about this.
It's also
about
called
tourism.
gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping?
Yeah. If you it's popular on TikTok, if you see like someone, they show a cool spot and you're like, oh, where is this? And they won't tell you. It's 'cause they're gatekeeping.
I like that. After watching this documentary, it's like some of these really beautiful places don't have the infrastructure for all the tourists that are coming.
Then they shouldn't show them.
I know.
If I can't go there, don't show me.
Delulu.
Delusional.
Mm-hmm. Romantasy.
Is that a fantasy romance?
A literary genre combining romantic fiction with fantasy. Yeah.
It shouldn't be romantasy. It should be smuttasy, because those books aren't romance. They're smut.
I've never read one of those books.
They're pretty. I haven't either, but I've heard they're pretty intense.
Are they like 50 Shades of Grey
I
intense?
was just thinking maybe something like that.
They're pretty graphic.
But they're the ones with, like where Fabio used to be on the cover of all those, those kind of books.
I think they're worse than that.
Oh my gosh. Supermajority. That made the list too. A large majority in a legislative assembly that enables a government to pass laws without effective scrutiny.
Yep.
And then yapping, talking at length, especially about inconsequential matters. Yep. Yapping. Okay.
Is that what you think I do all day?
Yeah. Yes.
Inconsequential matters. Well, no.
Yes. I do.
You do? Okay. If you could go... Well, this doesn't apply to you, Brian, but it applies to you because you haven't been alive that long.
Oh, excuse you. Quarter of a century.
Well,
almost.
This is what decade are we most nostalgic for? What decade are you most nostalgic for? Like, which one would you like gladly go back to if you could?
The 80s.
I think I would too.
Well, they did a poll, and the 90s came in at number 1.
What? No one's nostalgic for the 90s.
They said they looked at 90s top music, 90s, movies in the 90s, TV shows in the 90s, video games from the 90s fashion, sports, toys, all those things. Put that at number 1.
Did they ask people what they were most nostalgic for? Or did they decide?
They asked, they polled people which decade are you most nostalgic for?
80s had the best movies.
Ow.
Get off Temu right now.
I'm looking at something
I
for
know.
you.
You little
right now,
brat.
though?
I know, right?
I know, sorry.
The 80s came in at number 2. I loved the 80s. It was fun.
Yeah, me too.
My high school and junior high.
I was wild in the 80s.
The 2000s. I liked the 2000s too because that was the year that Charlie was born.
I hate the 2000s.
Because you were a baby?
Well, I was born then, but like even just looking back at like the cultural shift and vibe of the early 2000s was a rough one as like modern technology moved in and we were trying to figure out how to make it fashionable. It was bad.
The 70s came in at number 4.
Good music.
It would be fun to be in. I think I was little in the 70s, but it would be fun to be in my 20s in the 70s.
You are going down.
Oh, shut it. Are you going to show me what it is?
No.
Chicken. And then the 60s came in.
Quit yapping.
After.
Cars. I like
Cool
60s.
cars. 60s would be cool, like the summer of love and
Lots
Woodstock.
of domestic abuse and
Domestic abuse?
oh, in the 60s, yeah.
Oh. You know what I always think about when I think about like the 60s or the 50s? I always think about like it would be so hard to have your period back then because of the
Why then? Just go back earlier.
No, but I mean, then you had my grandmother actually had rags. That's where the or I'm on the rag
Yeah.
came
Oh
from.
God.
They'd have to wash them and like fold them up and make them into this thing and wear a belt and it's the whole thing.
God,
That
just
is
sounds
that's
awful.
what freaks me out about going back in time.
50s and 60s to me is just like the quintessential like era of the nuclear family. That's
Yes.
just like the most like, yeah.
Okay, is there something that's really simple that you are just horrible at?
Yes.
What?
Folding bed sheets.
Okay, yes, same. I don't care. I could watch 10 YouTube videos. I could read instructions from here until I die. I cannot fold a fitted sheet to save my life.
Is there a way to?
Yes, there's
Oh.
there are people that can fold them perfectly.
Why
and
try? Just crumple it up.
I know
throw
I
it in
did.
the can.
Kind of just do the
Yeah.
roll. Oh,
It's terrible.
what about wrapping gifts? Are you guys good at
terrible.
wrapping gifts?
I'm okay. I'm hit or miss.
Awful.
Did your mom ever teach you how?
Yeah.
And you still can't do it. I'm okay at it. I'm
Awful.
okay.
I had
Okay.
a redneck friend who was shockingly good at it. Like did not look like the type, but was really good at it.
What about whistling? Can you guys whistle?
No.
Yeah. You can't whistle?
No.
Do it on the mic.
That's kind of,
No. Can't
See?
do it.
you guys can't whistle?
Barely. I really wish I could do that.
Oh yeah, I can't do
I
that
can't
either.
do that.
Oh, that's so cool. How about parallel parking?
I'm
Yeah.
great at parallel parking.
Same.
I'm hit and miss. Sometimes I hit things. Sometimes I miss
great.
things. Sometimes I miss the curb completely. Sometimes I hit the curb. Making hard-boiled eggs. I
don't.
have to like just gently drop it in with a big fat spoon. I still crack the bottom
Hate
of it.
eggs, so
Oh,
never,
yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah.
What about eating with chopsticks? Can you
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Shuffling cards.
Yeah, I actually. Oh, I brought my tarot cards.
Ooh.
Speaking of shuffling.
Okay, that's how we're going to end the show. We're each going to, this is exciting. This will be a foreshadowing of our weekend.
Oh, and I have a great new app for you.
Okay, wait. And I have a movie. Dude,
Me
let
too,
me get through
actually.
this. Let me get through this. Okay, one final thing. What common tradition or holiday will not exist in 25 years? Here are some things.
God, I hope
Thanksgiving.
it's Halloween.
Class reunions.
Oh,
Thank God.
Thank God.
Even when you're 28, you don't want to go see.
I'm not going to them.
You're not?
No, I don't care. I don't talk to anyone from high school anymore. I'm only 6 years out of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bobbing for apples at Halloween. Like, who even does that now?
That was extinct 25 years
I
ago.
know. Trick or treating in your neighborhood. Now, soon there will be like designated spots because it'll be too dangerous.
A lot
or
of
whatever.
neighborhoods just aren't made for it anymore.
Yeah. Gender reveal parties.
God, I hope not.
Because there have been dangerous things that have happened where there's some of those like things that
Yeah.
go off, the fireworks that are
Yeah.
like pink or blue, like
I think
they've
they'll
caused
just-
fires.
Yeah.
One even caused a death, I think.
It was a massive fire. I think those will still exist. They just won't be as dangerous.
Oh, they won't be as annoying.
Yeah.
Christmas cards.
I could see that. I probably will never do that.
I didn't do it last year. I did it the year before. You do Christmas cards.
I do. Mm-hmm.
It's really tedious.
If you don't put a picture of yourself on it, though, I don't get the point.
Or if you get or if you just sign the card, love Laura Cain, like, and it doesn't have a picture and it's just
Yeah.
like a Christmas card. Okay.
If it's your family, that makes sense. But if it's not, then
Otherwise, you have to write something personal in every single one.
I
It
do
takes
that.
that's a lot of work. Black Friday is not going to exist in 25 years
thank
because it's so
God.
stupid.
no, I love
So
Black Friday.
But wait, it's like Thanksgiving evening. It's the day after Friday. It's Cyber Monday. It's like, who even cares about
There's
Black
a
Friday
good reason
anymore?
for it, though. Helps
Well,
move inventory. I love
it's-
Black Friday.
Well,
Not me.
okay. Well, they say in 25 years, it
I
ain't going to
hate
be
crowds.
around. And then beauty pageants, for obvious reasons, probably won't be around
They'll
in
probably just
25
be
years.
illegal.
All right. So let's go with the app. What's the app?
The app is.
Eric talking about an app. This is strangely exciting.
Yes, I heard about it today.
When I use
And
my
it's
iPhone,
called-
I open it up and there's a
It's called CoStar,
Okay.
and it tells you all about your sign.
Oh, like you're like I'm a Gemini.
Yes.
And you're a
Oh,
Capricorn.
I'm vetoing this.
Yes.
Oh no, please.
So it tells you everything.
Do you have to put in your actual birthday?
Yes.
And it gives you, is it like a star thing?
Yes.
Like a numerology kind of thing, sort
Yes.
of too? So what does it say about you?
Is
it a daily thing?
No, it's pretty accurate. Like,
Do you have to pay for it?
No, it's a free app, but then you can pay for extra stuff.
Oh, okay. So
But-
what was accurate about it?
It said that I'm fiercely loyal to my friends.
Yes.
I do not like getting involved in messy situations.
No.
You know,
This is such a random segment from Eric where he's reviewing an astrology.
I know one of my coworkers was telling me about it today, so we got on it. And yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool.
Okay, and it's called Co-Star.
Co-star.
I watched a movie that you talked about during your Double D a couple weeks ago, and man, was it the goriest,
What movie?
craziest thing I've ever seen. I didn't even watch it to the end. I couldn't.
Which one?
Really?
The Substance with Demi Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Demi Moore.
Yes, where
I thought
she
that starred the young chick.
no, it's Demi who takes this thing, the substance, and she turns back into a younger version of herself, which is the young chick. And then they're supposed to change back into, she's supposed to change back into her current self every 7 days. But then, so, of course, something happens where they get into like, you know, it, but it is so incredibly gory and vicious. You wouldn't think it would be, but wow. And at the end, what happens to Demi is crazy.
Oh, I know. Well, it was her Halloween costume.
Oh, the old like
Yeah.
scary looking
Yeah.
Demi. Because I'm not going to give away the movie, but I don't know. I forgot what I bought. Or I didn't buy, but I got a free week of something that I have to cancel so I could watch it because I was really interested when you were talking about it. But whoa, I mean, there's like one where one of them is beating the other one up, and it is just so gory. I couldn't even believe it. And then how she appears through her back
Her
opens
spine.
up.
Yeah.
Wait, I've got a movie real quick.
All right, what?
I actually watched the second newest Scream movie for Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scream 6, which came out in 2022. And I had never seen a single one of the Scream movies aside from the original, which is a masterpiece. And it was shockingly good.
Yeah, it was good. I watched it
actually-
over Halloween, too.
Oh, yeah? It was actually really good.
who's in it? Anybody, or is it just the story is good?
Jenna
Hayden-
Ortega.
Yeah, Jenna Ortega.
Oh,
Hayden
yeah.
Panettiere, a lot of them.
Oh,
What's her name?
The original cast.
Sydney.
I can't remember her name now.
Oh, my God.
And then the one chick from Friends.
Yeah, Courtney Cox.
Courtney
oh,
Cox.
okay. Wait, I've never watched Scream. Any of the
you
Screams.
should.
Now,
It's good.
but why? What's
It's
the
just good.
premise? What is the
It's a
premise?
serial killer.
Who Tara calls and stuff? And
Yeah,
Kind
but
of.
they're all
Wears the
kind
mask?
of connected in a way.
It's a particular friend group that's being targeted. So the real question is, it has to be someone in the friend group who's doing the killing.
Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell.
Oh, Nev
But
Campbell.
they all have alibis. Honestly, you should just watch it.
Yeah, it's
it
good.
also has a fantastic twist in it.
Can I watch the 2022 one first?
No.
You have
Why?
to appreciate it because they all follow the same formula.
All right.
First one's the best one, anyways.
Now, what's up with this squirrel that you were talking about?
Oh, so it's so
It's
sad.
gonna bump. Well, do we want to talk about it?
Well, yeah, because what happened was really awful. So this guy and his wife,
Okay.
they run an animal sanctuary in New York,
Okay.
and they had a little squirrel, and his name was Peanut.
As a
And
pet.
As a pet, he became a sensation on social media. He was a little gray squirrel that they found, and they've raised him, and he is like a member of the family. He is the cutest thing you've ever seen. And if you go to like Instagram, I think it's peanut_the_squirrel. Mm-hmm. And they had horses that they rescued. They had this little squirrel that they've had for 7 years, and then they had a raccoon that they had rescued. Someone called animal control, and animal control came and literally raided their home. They made them wait outside. They took the squirrel and the raccoon and euthanized them.
No.
Yeah, and so all hell is breaking loose. They don't know if it was a neighbor or somebody that
Oh,
had seen their
that's
social media. Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this
no.
little squirrel was
is
the
it
cutest.
because it's against the law to have these
Well,
animals? or
they run an animal sanctuary, so where
Well,
they
okay,
where
well
they
then-
save these animals. So I don't know the whole.
if they're in
thing, but
their actual home, if that's against the law
Yeah,
or
but,
something.
oh my God, that
dude, then
squirrel
you
was
shouldn't have
so
to
freaking cute.
euthanize it.
I know.
Oh my God, that
Yeah,
is
it
really,
was
really
so
sad. All right, now Brian, can we? Is it time to end? Can we end, or should I do the game? Because I want to do this tarot card thing because this is really important. I want to spend some time on it.
He has
time to do the
already shuffled them.
To do the game?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it real quick.
The tarot cards aren't going to take that long.
Okay, agree or disagree is the game. And I'm just going to read you a statement and you tell me if you agree or disagree and why.
Okay.
Social media does more harm than good.
Yes.
You have to say
Agree.
agree.
I think it depends on the age
So
of the user.
younger people, it does more harm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats make better pets than dogs.
False.
You have to say
Disagree.
agree or disagree.
No, it says
Disagree.
false.
Coffee is better than tea.
True. Agree.
Agree. Pumpkin spice is overrated. Agree.
Agree.
Reality TV is a waste of time.
Disagree.
Disagree.
No, wait. You can like it, but you still have to admit it's a waste of time.
It is, but it is also, for me, therapeutic when I want to shut my brain off and I want to just my brain to be mush. I love me some 90 Day Fiance and I love me some Love is Blind.
You can either do cognitive behavioral or you can just watch some 90 Day Fiance.
Exactly. I want my brain just to put it on pause for 5 seconds.
Speaking of 90 Day Fiance, I saw Kimberly the other night.
Oh, you saw? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was in an award. Oh, that reminds me
Kimbali. What?
about. I had to tell you about what happened after I ate.
I feel like I can already tell where this is going.
At that night,
You had an explosion.
he had. Well, no, he
No.
had an event. You looked very handsome because he FaceTimed me from the event because it was at a casino. So he was like, "Oh, look where I'm at." I'm like, "Why are you there?" And so he was. It was an award ceremony or something.
Yes.
Okay.
I was
So-
nominated for an award, and so I
Wait, what? Which award?
it was well the position that I'm in, it was in the California, like the best of the best. So
Did you win?
I did not.
Oh, bummer.
I've won it in the past a couple of times, but I didn't win this year.
Okay, so they had food there.
They did, and
What did you
I'm
eat?
horribly allergic to nuts.
Uh-oh.
And I noticed that the way we were sitting, some salads had walnuts on the top. The one next to it didn't. Then the one that, so I thought, so I sat and had the salad, and all of a sudden dinner rolls around and I'm like, God, I'm not feeling good.
Like how so?
Like I just started to feel like itchy, and I felt like my throat was closing up, and I started getting a headache, and I thought, uh-oh. So I find out that there were walnuts on the salad, but mine were underneath.
Ooh.
And I didn't taste them, but I didn't finish the salad. I wound up moving to another table.
Are you
and-
so sensitive that if the walnuts even like combine with the dressing in any way that you still get that reaction?
I have to ingest a lot of
Okay.
it.
Oh.
So then when the meal came, there were no, it was just one that you didn't have any choices.
Okay.
And it happened to be chicken, and I'll eat, I don't eat red meat, but I eat chicken. And all of a sudden I eat the chicken, and I'm getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, oh my God. So
Do you have an EpiPen?
no, I did not. I take it in a pill form.
Okay.
And
Do you carry it with you?
No, which was
Oh.
a huge problem. So then they were kind of finishing up the awards, and they brought dessert, and I tasted the dessert, and I was like, oh my God, this is awful. It was coconut, and I hate coconut.
Oh.
Absolutely hate coconut. All of us at the table were like, ugh, what,
Chocolate, please. Come on.
yeah, I was like, coconut. So I didn't eat it, and all of a sudden I was like, I gotta go. literally, I was like, I gotta go. So I got home, and you know how you're driving out and it's dark and you're going around that. So I'm on that road where it's one lane in and one lane out, and you're going around that mountain. And I was like, I wound up having a really hard time breathing. And so I was like, I got to pull over. So I pulled over. I got some water. I pulled into a market and got some water. Called a friend of mine, and I was like, hey, I'm not feeling good. So I got home, took my medication, completely passed out, and woke up my friend came over and stayed. And I woke up at about 2:00 in the morning, and I was like, couldn't breathe.
Still after
Could
the
not breathe.
medication?
Yeah, because I only had one pill left. So I was like, oh shit, I hope this works. So I was like, I need to go to urgent care. None of the urgent cares were open. So it was like,
Emergency room.
Yeah, just go in the
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to go to the emergency room the day after Halloween, which was a Friday.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, I will never get out of there.
Sorry.
So my friend happened to have an inhaler.
Okay.
Did that work?
Yes, it worked because
Interesting.
he had bronchitis. So he was like, hey, just try it.
Yeah,
So
it
I took
opens up
3
all the
hits on
passages.
that inhaler, and it had an antibiotic in it, and it worked.
Oh,
That's
good.
So I was like, thank God. But like, I didn't sleep the whole night.
Damn.
It was crazy.
When was the last
So-
time that's happened to you?
Oh, it's been years. But they sent like a survey, like, hey, what could we have done better? And I'm all, I was like, everything was great. You should probably tell people that there's nuts in the food, because the chicken had a walnut paste on it.
Oh, no.
Which made it even worse.
Yeah.
You could die from that.
Yeah. So I was like, in the future, you might want to tell people that.
Yeah.
Because I found out later that the chicken had a walnut.
Walnut
not
paste and
good.
walnuts
Yeah.
in the thing. Damn.
Fun fact, though, the emergency rooms on Halloween are actually usually pretty empty, shockingly.
Are they?
According to my girlfriend.
Because I was like,
Oh.
wow, I will be there. I'll
Yeah.
never get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
People are too obsessed with selfies.
Agree.
Now, yeah, probably.
Cold pizza is better than hot pizza.
Disagree.
It's not better, but it is good.
Hot pizza, that sounds really good right now, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Homework is unnecessary.
Agree.
I disagree. I think it
depends.
made my kids really strong.
I think projects you have to research independently for are better than
Yes.
repetitive
Than
stuff.
repetitive everyday
Unless
thing.
it's math.
You should be friends with your ex.
Maybe. Depends.
Depends.
It depends. I agree. Board games are better than video games.
No.
I
Let's
agree.
Real.
I love board
I
games.
think it's because we're older.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, two things are unpopular. Well, one's unpopular, one's not. Video games are better, and violent video games are objectively more fun.
Oh my God! There's a great documentary that I watched on Netflix. It's called The Wonderful Life of Eberlin. It's this boy who has this disability that he eventually dies from, and he was a big video game player because that's one of the only things he could do. And what he gave his parents his password before he passed. And they went in and they recreated his entire life of World of Warcraft. He had his own character, he had relationships, he had friends, he had like this whole other life. And they animators recreated the whole thing. It's beautiful.
Oh gosh,
It's really
is it gonna make me
cool.
cry?
Maybe.
Jeez.
It's really, really, really neat. And I
It's
was
on
like,
Netflix?
I told Charlie about it because I know he loved that game when he was growing up.
World of Warcraft?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
My son is a major nerd. He's the most handsome nerd you've ever seen in
World
your
of
life.
Warcraft's a dangerous one.
I mean, he went deep. He
Yeah.
play. You know what he's into now? Charlie Cain will walk into one of those gaming stores and play a tournament of Magic. Those
The
Magic
Gathering?
card things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
Charlie, what?
I had a friend who did that, and
They do not mess around. This is
Yeah.
no joke.
it's complex.
It
too.
is very complex. Okay.
Last one, and then we'll move on to cards.
Okay. All right. Marriage is overrated.
Disagree.
I don't know how to answer this.
I don't either.
Okay, if you could be married to the love of your life right now, would you?
Yes,
Boom.
I would. It really changes things. When you're with somebody and then you marry them, it's a whole different feeling, and it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until it's not great.
We're both saying yeah.
I know until it's not great. Okay, so bring your little mic up here and come up
I'm just
and
gonna pass them off to you. There's no 3 places.
tell me not to do.
I can't bring the mic all the way up here. It's all tangled, so I'm just gonna hand these off to you guys.
Okay. So, but I'm gonna put some good juju on it. Oh, maybe we should get Abigail.
Oh God, no. Abigail can suck it.
Oh, stop it. She hears everything. Okay, first of all, these are the really cool, the Rider weight deck.
They are pre-owned too. I got them at a record store.
Ooh, neat. Okay, so you already shuffled them.
Yeah.
Now, I remember our resident psychic, Natalie Vale. She would say, she'd hold them in her hand and she's like, please, powers that be, only give us the most divine energies and the most positive experience that we can achieve through these cards. Please talk to us and tell us what our weekend holds, or the next week,
Or the year.
or the year.
Amen.
Amen.
We're praying
Okay,
to
here we
God,
go.
right?
No, I don't know what we're praying to right now. We're praying to the higher power.
Which is not God? Is it
It is
different one?
God. Okay.
Oh boy.
No, I believe in God. Okay. Now, who wants to go first? You know the deal. You have to run your hand, close your eyes, run your hand over it, and whatever if you feel something, pick that card.
Okay.
You go first. This is your future, Eric Rimmer.
All right.
Close your eyes and slowly pass them. You feel a little pull. Oh boy.
No,
Okay.
not that one.
No,
just kidding.
stop.
I'm just
stop.
kidding.
Okay, flip it. Okay, he got the swords upside down.
How many?
3 swords
3 swords?
in a heart. The 3 of swords in a heart upside down. So it looks like this.
Okay, you are beginning to heal from pain, depression, and hurt. It can also indicate that you are moving toward a more positive outlook and are letting go of the past.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
There we go. That is true.
Come on up.
You go.
Okay. All right, I'll go. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Right here.
No, not
Immediately.
that one.
Stop it.
It's a bad
Stop it. Flip it over. Upside down.
Swords.
A sword, another sword, but how many are there? 10. The 10 of swords upside down. And it's like, and they're in a man. They're like killing somebody.
It can indicate a difficult situation that will persist for a long time. However, it can also suggest that it is possible to rise above the situation and create major changes in life. The card may also advise the subject to avoid despairing during difficult times, as doing so could ruin future prospects for success.
I don't like that one. I want to pick a different one.
Nope, the cards have spoken.
Oh, man. No, I want something happy.
I picked that one.
This one?
Yep. Wow, see? It must be real because you
Okay.
instantly knew.
Yours is right side up. It's
Okay.
the 2 of swords.
Wow.
And she's blindfolded.
There's a lot of sword fighting
I
going on here.
know.
I know we all got swords.
And she has them crossed across her heart, sort of.
2 of Swords can represent a difficult decision, a stalemate, or a crossroads. It can also indicate a need to rely on intuition and deeper thoughts and feelings rather than immediate stimuli.
Does that mean anything to you?
No. It's just a random ass card.
They're cool though. At least we didn't get the devil and death like
Those
we
are
did
not
with.
bad ones
I know. Well, it's
necessarily.
just kind of. What did you get? I forgot what you got. You got something with
I don't
Natalie,
remember.
happenstance or
I
something.
don't care about any of this stuff. I just like the artwork.
I know they're really cool.
Actually,
Very cool.
I did watch a cool mini documentary on the story that the art tells. It's supposed to convey this journey, and each successive major arcana card kind of is the next step in the journey. It's a bunch of bull, but it's cool.
It was something you read or you said it was
That was like a
documentary.
video.
Ooh, I'd be totally into that. That'll be my next YouTube search.
Just look up, tarot card meaning or something. I don't know.
Okay, so next week we're gonna start talking about our big contest that you guys are gonna participate in. I don't care
But
what
I will
you
not
say.
be losing.
Which contest is this?
Well, we have two, but we have the Temu Horrible Christmas
Yes.
gift contest coming up, but that's not till December, obviously. But we need to start picking things now, which we have.
Yes.
The stand-up comedy contest, we each have to do a set, and whoever's the worst loses and has to do a open mic night.
No.
You know it's going to be me who loses, so what
Well,
you're so worried
Then
about?
if you lose, you can do it. But if I lose, I'll do something different.
Yeah,
Oh
me
my
too.
God, oh
Like
my God.
I'll go to bed early one night or
Yeah,
something
me too.
really
Yeah.
punishing.
Next week, we have Georgianne Irvine from the San Diego Zoo on the
Yes.
show. She's been with the zoo forever, and she writes books about the animals who've been born there and have lived their lives there, and she's so interesting. And then coming up on Thanksgiving week, we have Clea from Dollface Club. She has opened up one or maybe two, or I think she's an escrow for two more sober living homes for women in recovery, and she is the coolest chick ever.
She is.
So she's a designer too. So we have a lot coming up on our future shows, even though my stupid tarot card said it would be a difficult time for me.
Sucks for you. You're the one that wants to believe in this stuff.
I do.
Not
but
me.
Not tonight. I don't.
All right.
Okay. With that, thank you for listening and watching, and love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
Yay!
I'm actually not going to close that real quick. I'm going to do the whole uphold. I just want to point out, maybe your difficult path is because of Abigail. Maybe that is the difficult time
maybe.
ahead.
Look at her. She's looking at me like, oh yeah, it's me.
It's
God,
because her
you're
neck
ruining
is
her hair.
broken and she doesn't.
Her hair was so nice when I first got her.
You ruined it.
Probably.
But then she's been sitting over on my desk for like
Oh, she
the
doesn't
whole
like.
week.
She doesn't like that.
She likes being in the center of attention, I
Yeah.
think.
Great.
So this is where she'll stay for
Have
a
you heard
while.
any like the creaking sounds from?
I have not.
Me neither.
I have not heard that. But again, Antonio heard his name twice in a woman's voice, and it
Just
woke him up.
horrific.
Okay.
Anyway, I love you, my sweet babies. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.